Welcome back to Houston Life. You know, we love showcasing the work of local artists on our program. And through our partnership with the website Society 6, we've featured all kinds of Texas-based artists who are now reaching customers all over the world.
I love showcasing all of these artists, Mel. And today we're introducing you to an artist who's helping spread positive messages through her art. Illustrator Jessica Molina is here looking fabulous.
Yay, Jessica. I absolutely love your outfit.
Thank you so much.
First of all, happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Merry
yes,
Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Yeah.
I want to ask, because you do lettering. For people who don't know what that is, what kind of art and expressions do you give through your pieces?
Yeah, so lettering, I like to tell people, is the art of drawing letters. So a lot of people think it's calligraphy, which I like to say calligraphy is more about the writing of letters. So in calligraphy, you master doing the same strokes over and over and over again so that when you write your phrases or your letters, they look the same every time you do that. So you see a lot with like weddings, stationery and stuff like that, invitations. The lettering that I do is more of a illustration style. So, and what I like about it is that I'm able to fully construct my art from beginning to end. So I don't use fonts, I don't use stock illustration. Everything's completely custom and I start it from scratch. So that's what I like about it.
Sounds amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm just remembering writing like my name in bubble letters throughout my years at
That's
school.
like early lettering. That's
Early lettering.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, you could
No.
I'm a lettering artist.
Lauren Kelly.
Not at all.
Oh my gosh. Jessica, your family is from Nicaragua, which I've been a couple of times. I absolutely love Nicaragua, so I was very excited about that. How much does that influence your work? How much do you bring your ancestry into your pieces?
Yeah. You can see in the collection that we have here, I have like the national bird of Nicaragua, and I have the jaguar as well, which is a symbol of Nicaragua. And it's a symbol of like ancient Mayan civilization, and it was like a revered animal in their culture. And I like to bring that stuff in because, you know, being a child of immigrants and a child of immigrants specifically from a country that a lot of people don't know about, I just like to expand upon that and show about the culture so that people learn about it. So it is, you know, a deep part of my identity as a child of immigrants. And so that is something that I just like to use a lot as symbols in my art.
Well, I think it's beautiful. I mean, the pieces that you have here are absolutely gorgeous. I know you do a lot of pieces about love and growth and positivity, and every artist is different when it comes to their themes of work, but is this something that you truly, this comes from your heart, obviously, with every single piece you create?
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of the artwork that I make along those themes come from my journey, my mental health journey. So I have bipolar disorder, which I discovered about 10 years ago. And I had struggled with depression and some other things. And so there was definitely a time in my life where I wasn't the most confident person. I was struggling with my mental health. And as I grew as a person, as I started with therapy and medication and all the things to help me be balanced, I saw that seeping into my art as well. And so I really wanted to make the art for the kind of woman or the kind of girl who didn't have the confidence, just like I didn't have that confidence. So I really like to make my work with messages that speak to my former self, my past self, and find those kinds of people and lift them up.
Oh my gosh, I think that's absolutely amazing. When you say you were diagnosed 10 years ago, before that it must have been, I mean, obviously a struggle, but then going through that diagnosis period and then you say, you know, it seems like you're in a really good place now. What would you say to someone who is kind of struggling? Because I think you get to that point, there's a fear place where you're like, what's wrong with me?
Yeah.
And then maybe relief when you find out like, okay, I have something I can work with. You know, I think that's a big, there's the stigma of mental health where you think that it is a forever problem. But I mean, look at you, you're thriving. You're making amazing art.
Yeah, that's, you know, that's one thing that one of the reasons why I like to share that I do have bipolar disorder. It's one that's not as well known. It's not as talked about as depression or anxiety. A lot of people are scared to talk about bipolar disorder. It can be a very debilitating disease, but I really want to show that you can have a normal life and you can have a thriving life even with it. And so, you know, that's really important to me. And what I would tell somebody who's in that position is to lean on your community, lean on the people that love you and have them help you, and also know that you can help yourself as well. Even as difficult as that might be, you need to take that first step to maybe seek out a therapist or a doctor or however you want to see yourself, you know, sort of working with your mental health and learning how to manage it.
Yeah, for sure. Well, let's talk about your Society 6 involvement. How did all of that come about, and how did you get, your pieces with the Society 6 website?
Yeah, so Society 6 is awesome because it is a print-on-demand service and it's artist-focused and artist-first. So any artist can go on there and they can upload their artwork, and immediately people can buy it, and it can be on multiple products. And so they're well known for their art prints, but they have a multitude of other products, which, as you can see here, I brought some of those with me. And so as an artist, an independent artist, it's really difficult to get your stuff produced and manufactured on different products. It's very time consuming. It can be costly, especially if you're just starting. That's really difficult. And so what I love about Society 6 is it allows you to live your dream of seeing your stuff in the real world and being inside people's homes and part of their lives. And you don't have any upfront cost other than creating the artwork. And so I got started with them through some other artists that I was following who I noticed were doing really well on those platforms. And I didn't have any grand vision of, doing really, really well. I just really wanted to see my work on coffee mugs and phone cases and art prints and wrapping paper and all the things. And so that's why I love Society 6, and I've partnered with them on many projects at this point. They're wonderful partners for me and for so many other artists, and I love that that's their mission, that they support independent artists.
Well, put my name on those cowboy boots. I'm buying that from you.
I wanted those ones, but then also I like the national bird of Nicaragua. I was like, oh my gosh, so amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing stuff.
Thank
Jessica,
you.
thank you so much. You're such a true talent. We're so happy that you are Texas born and bred. I know you're from Dallas, but she got to Houston as fast as she could.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah. Thank you
Because we're the 9th funnest city.
You're right.
The whole of the United States, okay?
Happy holidays, Jessica.
Happy holidays, y'all.
Happy holidays.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Jessica, thank you so much. Houston Life is very excited to be partnering with Society 6, which is owned by our parent company, Graham Holdings. KPRC2 does receive commission on purchases. I do also want to say that on Monday we have a special Society 6 show where we're going to be meeting some other artists like Jessica and, taking a look at how Society 6 got going. So that should be fun. That's Monday. So make
Another
sure
reminder, you can find Jessica Molina and other Texas artists' products right now on society6.com/Houston Life. Again, thank you so much. Happy holidays.
Thank you.
You look
Happy
great.
holidays.
Pink is your color.
Yes.
Thank you.